is being done at the local organization of urban development. That's the risk management and the land design. As you can see some of the numbers here, urbanization will be especially rapid in Asia and Africa in the coming decades, where the urban share of the population is still lower than in other regions. Historically, internal migration has been an important driver of urbanization. When discussing rural-urban linkages, migration is very critical. Why is internal migration important for rural-urban linkages? Because migrants often face challenges integrating into rural labor markets due to a lack of penetration, social networks, and family support. They are often perceived as joining the ranks of the unemployed or taking scarce jobs from locals. City leaders often worry that large influx of migrants will restrain resources and jobs. So here I will present a study that was conducted recently. This attempt to answer how can cities leverage urban linkage to make explicit the migration for the benefits of both locals and migrants. This is a report that was done recently. We look at the perspective of migrants, markets, and mayors.
And these perspectives address how migrants fare in the urban labor market, their impact on urban productivity, and how mayors can leverage rural-urban linkage for the benefits of all. In this report, we argue that the perspective on migration and urban development must be broadened and move beyond a focus on large cities. Focusing only on large cities neglects the challenges of most of Africa's urban centers, where 97% have fewer than 300,000 inhabitants. So that they found, migrants constitute a significant part of urban labor force in Africa, making up at least 1/3 in 5 of the 7 African countries that were studied. Migrants are slightly more frequent in big cities, 39% of the population, compared to secondary cities, 31% of the population. Overall, we find urban migrants are younger, have fewer dependents, and are more educated than locals. Migrants are more likely to be employed and work more hours than locals, but their wages are slightly lower. So overall, this results in similar incomes and consumption levels with the locals. Urban linkage remains strong. Agriculture remains a significant employment sector in towns and secondary cities in sub-Saharan Africa. Migrants strengthen the labor supply and economic dynamism of cities, adding to their overall economic density. However, they often face challenges integrating into the city, facing challenges accessing services and facing discrimination. For example, in Jijina, Ethiopia, many migrants lack access to urban services due to residency permit requirements. In Jinja, Uganda, many rural-urban migrants settle in the city center, where they face higher rents and often move into informal settlements, remaining disconnected from basic services. These findings highlight the need to look beyond labor market policies and focus on how cities are planned and managed. Spatial planning plays an essential role in integrating migrants into cities. This report emphasized three main areas of action for national and local governments. Supporting markets through more information, less red tape for businesses, and forward planning to provide a better urban infrastructure, services, and jobs. Building the ability of mayors to respond to urban dwellers' needs through stronger finances, capacity, and better citizen engagement. And target migrants when divisions are strong with actions that improve living standards for all. Supporting markets involving lifting constraints and the red tapes in the business environment to create new employment opportunities. In secondary cities, understanding local advantages can help identify areas of government investment. It also involves supporting trade links between these cities that often act as market hubs to the more rural areas that surround them. Here we give some of the projects, examples of projects that support this rural-urban linkages. For example, in Egypt, Upper Egypt program supported by the World Bank project strengthens local government capacity to deliver quality infrastructure and services, and in the same time improving the environment for private sector development and job creation. Another example is Buenos Aires in Argentina, with its spatially integrated planning approach to urban regeneration in the informal settlement, transforming the informal settlement into a well-integrated neighborhood with improved infrastructure, housing, and job opportunities. And the other work, including our work suggests this access to housing and the land is a major challenge for migrants. In Accra, Ghana, the Great Accra Resilient Integrated Development Project supports urban upgrading. In Lima, a community of minority Muslim migrants, and address housing and land affordability. All these programs have one thing in common. They moved away from sectoral interventions to spatial planning approach with spatially coordinated interventions across the different sectors. I think spatial planning can help mayors provide an enabling environment for markets to work and ensure that migrants are integrated into both labor markets and the city. In conclusion, to support the integration of migrants into cities, we need to look beyond labor market policies and focus on how cities are planned and managed. Spatial planning plays a central role in integrating migrants into cities. Our report brings an important message for mayors and the local government leadership. Migrants are a force that can be leveraged for the economic growth of secondary cities. By being younger, better educated, or complementary to the existing labor force, migrants strengthen the labor supply and the economic dynamism of these cities. Rather than fearing inflows of migrants, local and national policies can take proactive measures to facilitate their integration into the city and improve the overall quality of life for all urban residents. And spatial planning can help mayors provide the enabling environment for markets to work and ensure that people are fully integrated into the urban fabric. Yeah, this is the report, and the QR code, if you scan it, will allow you to download the full report. Thank you very much.
Thank you.